You are high, you party.
You are what?
You are high, you party.
You're high, man.
Yes!
Let the lady
Then maybe things go down.
Yeah.
Sometimes you trust yourself, you know you're not like that, but things happen. Things happen. So the thing goes down and maybe, so that's when you'll be feeling, but if you know you've done nothing, no, what should you be scared? You shouldn't be.
Let me ask you. Have you ever done an STD test personally, like in a relationship? You've entered a relationship.
No, in a relationship. But I think I've done some before.
You've done.
You think I know which one?
I went for a test, like a general test, and you know those.
It was
things.
part of it. Okay, but you haven't gone specifically. Okay.
No.
Check for.
Oh, you checked
No. I've gone specifically twice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With your boyfriend or
Myself. Just me, myself. Yeah. He's right, very close to my house. I can walk safe. I have no excuse. Yeah, like I have no excuse.
No, but then I think it all boils down to, I mean, you as an individual. I mean, sometimes when you're there, you should just go and test HIV. I remember the first time I did the HIV test, Charlie, and you know,
fear.
that season is so fear.
You go fear.
I remember I prayed, you know, took my
again at that point. It will be too late.
My heart started beating when the lady had it. So okay, thank you. But like, at the end of the day, whether or not I went to test, if I have something, I have it.
Yeah.
You not knowing about it changes nothing.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
But Kev, let me ask you a question though. Don't you think that for guys, to some extent, sometimes we can tell that there's something wrong
somewhere. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know that thing, you and a girl are getting all mushy. There's this strategy that most of the guys use. You know, so you're kissing, blah blah blah. You find your way to go down there. You're testing the water, and you're not going to let her know. But it's like, okay, now you're holding her face. The hand, sometimes, depending on the situation down there, immediately you come out, boom, the whole place is, you know, if you understand what I'm saying, the whole place is smelling quite interesting. And sometimes you have to bring it a little closer. But however, there are different stages and different smells. But there's some smells that will tell you that, no, my brother,
but that's a pH level. That's pH level.
I'm just saying. And then again, I just talk. I know.
This marker you're using has finished. Because it will fail you.
No, but me personally, if I'm the kind of guy who likes to, I want to please the woman first. So I have my way of testing. And if I'm going to drink water and the water is smelling like something else, I cannot drink it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
See, the water might not smell. Because it's HIV, not BV.
No.
Because it's just like the water might not smell.
But it's HIV.
But it's HIV.
I get you. But I was saying that sometimes there are some signs. HIV there, Charlie, that one you never gonna know. You never gonna know. Somebody go get time for barber shop, say, you never gonna know. But some signs today, you know, scent. The feeling inside alone. Sometimes you go feel some lumps and things.
Hey, what are lumps inside?
Lumps.
Some small thing inside.
Wow.
You know. It's
sorry.
There's something seriously.
Sorry, I don't know.
It's just the rigors of inside.
No, okay, all right. You know what? I'm not feeling too good.
No.
I'm just saying.
That bump that you're talking about, is it two bumps or is one bump? Because there's a bump in there. That's
no, that bump is different. We all know that bump. No, you don't say.
We know that bump. You like that
bump? Yeah, man.
The way he looks at me, so we know that bump. I know that bump. I know the bump you're talking about. Okay.
But you never answered if you ever done it personally with a girlfriend. Like you've never gone to a girlfriend before and say, hey baby, let's go do an STD test before.
The first time I officially properly proposed that we do a test. Honestly, I mean when I started my relationship with my wife, I mean I'd already been doing tests here and there. And she knew about it. Before we actually even just on phone we were talking, oh Charlie, I did the test the other time and I was so scared though, you know, I've been quite naughty, but it came out clean. You know, and she told me her part and everything. So already, there was a mutual level of understanding. And then when we decided to take the next step, you go through counseling and everything. And right now it's just a right. You have to go and do all the tests to make sure everything is okay. So we did that, and boom. You get what I'm saying?
You guys said.
Personally, they do my own checkup from time to time. Make sure
because you know what you do.
Yes. That was then. That was then. No.
Yeah, that was then.
Yeah, so I did do. But I mean, being with my wife now, I've not. There's no need to, because I'm always with. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless maybe the leg they go out small, then that be where the problem is. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, see you. If you say so.
If you say so. Well, Kabuki, tell us. You have ever done a personal one with your boyfriend?
Not with a boyfriend.
No. So you've never. So hold on. So this is what we're talking about now on the show. Now we're saying, hey, we should do this in a relationship. It's required in a relationship. But yet, only one person has ever done it with their partner. Yeah. So what are we saying, really?
Okay. I've only ever had like one proper boyfriend.
What?
Yeah, like
holy shit,
proper relationship
this
that I
like
consider a relationship.
That was me.
I mean, I've had flings. I've had flings. I've had situationships, but I've only had one relationship.
Ooh. Yeah. How long was that relationship?
5 years.
Wow.
That was deep. That was the deepest.
Yeah, that's the deepest.
Connection.
Yeah, like 5 years. Wow. Yeah, and we didn't. We were really young that time, so it wasn't on my mind to do. So I did it well after that relationship. Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting, eh? Is it? You've never approached a boyfriend before, or a boyfriend has never approached you before?
To
go and test?
No.
Why not?
No, I don't know, but I've never met such a situation.
So we could all be just walking around with STDs.
Oh, no, maybe because maybe we are not serious. Like, we are not serious.
What do you mean you're not serious?
Like, sometimes, not every situation, relationship, not every relationship leads to sex. So,
really?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Enough is not. He's not aware of
trust
this.
Trust me.
Are you aware? Are you aware of this?
Yeah.
You're aware?
Yeah. She's a lady.
When I was way younger.
Yeah, she's a lady.
When she was way younger.
But
unless like
friend
zone. When I say friend zone,
not the friend zone, not the friend.
But are you talking about the other when you leave?
But for me personally, like, I do go out with my friends because you have to know me, me well before. And sometimes, you enter the relationship and be like, we should stay back there. We shouldn't move forward. Let's go back. Friends, we are good as friends. So that one, where is the STD coming from? Nah.
Okay. But then that's friend zone.
Yeah, but that's
about the zones that
involves the pool.
Let me ask you a question. I think, Kevin, you need to ask a question. Yeah? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, I have a boyfriend, but like
how long? Wait, let's build it. Let's build it gradually. Like, how long?
3 years.
How long have you been dating?
3 years. Like
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
3 years.
And you guys haven't had
could
sex.
you wait?
No,
wait. I'm going to ask her to stand up. Turn around. Could you stand up for us?
No.
No.
We're not going to do that.
Had sex. I didn't say we've not had sex. But the STD, I'm talking about coming up with like, let's go and do STD test. No.
You haven't done
No, I've never met such
Alright, hold on, let's
a
stick
situation
some pins.
before.
Let's stick some pins. Zin, we're gonna go for a break and then we're gonna come back. Zin, guys, you don't know how the thing go. If you want to be a part of the conversation, you can use the hashtag Xcave and say if you had gone for an STD test with your partner or not. Zin, we soon come back.
Hello guys and welcome to Home Fit. Home Fit is a fitness show designed to take care of all your fitness needs. I'm your trainer Brad and I will be taking you through a series of workouts. After a great workout, let's talk nutrition.
People, welcome back. Welcome back to Xcave Zine. And you don't know, we have some good guests inside our studio. These talkative guests. I love these guys, eh? I love these guys. And we're talking about STDs and testing. And there was a general consensus that testing for STD is great. And, you know, is there a trust? There's no trust issues, really. Yeah. But here's one that might have trust issues. DNA testing. I feel, and I am saying this proudly, that it should be mandatory that every baby is DNA tested at birth. Trust or not, wife or not, it doesn't matter who it is. You test that child and you give him to the correct father. You laugh?
The correct father.
Where I put the correct father? What did I do?
Who is the fake father?
Is it? All right, let me ask, because anytime I bring this up, I always get accused of not being a trustworthy person, someone who has trust issues. Do you think you don't trust your partner if, you know, if a guy comes to you and say, babes, I want to DNA test my or a child?
No. I have no problem. No, I have no problem with that.
Hey. See, Kabuki,
if I know, I know the child is hers. So why should I be scared? Why should I fumble? Like, oh no. Go ahead, do it every week. You can do it every month. I have no problem with that.
You have no problem with that DNA testing.
I mean, I understand that ego says that the person should trust you enough, but I mean, if I know that is his child, there's no problem. If you like test every day,
every second.
But if it isn't, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be a little.
That's when I bring up a story.
That's where it's like, you don't trust me. I'm not saying that's what somebody does. I'm just saying, but like, if I know the child is yours,
yes,
DNA test him. But then the thing is that I feel like, depending on how you are too, it might definitely change your relationship. Yeah.
What do you mean?
If you've been married for a long time and you feel like you've built a certain amount of trust with your partner and he comes at you out of nowhere, let's say 10 days down the line, I want to test my kids.
Yeah, it
feels some way because it's proven that the babies are yours. Now it's like, you don't trust me. It's always going to be in the back of your mind. You don't trust me. You don't trust me, no matter what. So that's like another scenario. But yeah, if
it's early at birth, you have no problem.
No,
if it's early at birth, I have no problem.
I have no problem.
Yeah.
You have no problem with that. But a lot of women actually have a problem with that, actually. Because
it depends on who that lady is.
You see that thing that you said?
It depends on who that lady is. Maybe I'm married, but still having some things doing with my ex, my friends, flirts, other things. That one, sure, you have to be scared because, boom, it might surprise you. It might surprise you.
Boom.
You're like,
Yeah.
So, but if you think, oh, I mean, I'm married, not in a relationship. I'm married, or you are my partner. I'm faithful. Like, why should I be scared? No. Why should I?
You should be scared. But Kabuki, is it the thing that you mentioned just now about women having trust, feeling like in the back of their minds they are not trusted? Zine, how do we conquer something like that? How do we get over something like that? How do you get over telling a woman that, hey, listen, I want to test my child, saying at maybe 2 years old. Let's say 2 years old. 2 years old is okay.
2 years old.
Yeah, 2 years old is okay.
2 years old is okay. It's just that it's like, it depends on the relationship you guys have. But honestly, I just see it being somebody like me personally. I feel like it will twinge me a little. I will not lie. Like, I'm not going to lie about it. Like, if me and you have been together, I have given you no reason to doubt me. And like 2 years later, we've been with our baby, and you're just like, babes, can we get it tested? Like, especially when it comes and the baby is yours, it's just gonna be like, whew. Now so this is awkward. This is a little awkward now, babe.
Is it not going to be the same thing? Like, okay, so you've been faithful to this guy for 6 years. It's just him, and now you just give him birth. The baby just dropped. Yeah, the guy says, "So let's go and test."
It will still twinge you. The situation you're giving, it will still twinge you. It will.
So I think that's where he's coming from.
If you haven't done anything like for real,
if you are
it will hurt your feelings.
It will hurt your
feelings. It will hurt your feelings.
Shanda, do you think a man should always test his child?
Well, me, I'll go with what you said in the beginning. Chale, as the baby drop, yes!
Yeah.
Hey!
Come here.
Yes, please.
You need to test that thing. I mean, regardless, yeah, if it feels like, okay, Chale, no, you you should trust the girl, your wife, or whatever it is. But I think just to avoid any complications in the near future, because Charlie, things have happened, and this is something that's there. So you're just being cautious, and to cut out this whole "it's not trust," blah, you don't trust me. I think maybe it should be mandatory then. Like, okay, so this church, or if you come to this hospital, we are going to do it, no matter what. So then, if you know we can't, they can't born, then that be up. But if once you're there, once the child is born, instantly
that one, no one will catch feelings.
But you know, in Jamaica there is a statistic that said 60% of children who are tested are usually false positive. Like, is that what they call it, false positive? They're not their actual. They're not the child of their father. Okay. 60%. Yeah, of children who are tested.
Jamaican women are interesting, man.
Hold on. It's of people who are tested, and not of the general population.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know, I know somebody personally who tested her brother, who she suspected was her dad's child, Zane, but was not his father's
child.
Yeah. And after testing, the guy is 22 years old. She finds out that, hey,
that's not my.
Her dad, is her brother's dad as well. And when her mom found out that she was pregnant, her dad didn't want the baby, and so she decided to just take it and give it to another guy. So she knew as well. So I mean, it sounds somewhere.
It is.
I'm trying to look at it from the man who finds out that, okay, so this child is not mine.
And then and the child finding out that this guy is not my father.
Wow.
Oh.
22 years.
But 22 years, and me, you for jail. God forbid that. Like, if you can't hear me like that, all right, cool, so whatever.
22 years is a
I'm gonna take you like that.
After 22 years, why are we even doing the test? Like, this is a full-grown adult. You finished taking care of this. Like,
but some incidences they happen, or maybe some accident pie or something. They need some blood donations, whatnot. They find out that this is odd. This blood group is totally off from daddy's own. It can't be, and then they'll know that something is wrong here. You get what I'm saying?
Terribly wrong.
From such a scenario, I understand. But it's like, just like amongst us in the house, Charlie, and there's nothing happening. It's just like, why 22? Once you've paid school fees, you finished.
1, 2, 3.
He has fake aunties.
I'm going too far to turn back. Okay, you know what, Charlie? Literally, I'm not your actual dad, but fuck it. You're my boy.
That's all. Let's move on.
Let me ask you something. So do you think, like, women should, like, let's say a woman knows that she's pregnant for somebody who she thinks is, unacceptable to take care of a child. Do you think a woman should just go to a man and say, hey, babes, I'm pregnant and I have this baby, but I don't like the guy who got me pregnant.
You have no option.
You
I have a lot of friends who their fathers were not their fathers, but their mothers were honest about the fact that they were pregnant and they took it on.
Oh yeah?
Yes. My mom tells me stories about that all the time. Like the honesty and there's nothing like it. Because what's the person going to tell you? It's either no or yes, but at least you're not messing up two people. Because that's what you're doing. You're messing up two people.
Two lives.
Yeah. So,
Shanda.
You have to tell the person, I'm pregnant, and it's hard, but you have to try. You have to do it to avoid future shame. Charlie.
But what if that shame never comes? It's hidden.
No, sometimes
sometimes it's hidden forever.
It's hidden
for life.
But nobody go know
as she said,
unless you are baby.
What if they are?
But what if you are no pie?
You go pie. When they go pie.
People have lived like that.
What did you say?
Yawa is not somebody
what if it backfires? He says, what if it backfires? Like, you are there, the man finds out. So, I mean, what if it backfires? And he said, what if it doesn't?
Gotcha.
That's the Yawa.
Nobody go know. The kid go grow. The man, this is my child. He died, but then at the end of the day,
Oshanda, would you take a child that a woman comes to you and say, "Hey, babes, I'm pregnant"?
Well, honestly,
you're in a steady relationship.
Yeah, man to man, like it's all depends on love. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's not an easy thing. And I have massive respect. Massive respect for men who can marry a woman who has a small child, maybe 2 years, 1 year, whatnot. And you see, that's the power of love, though. It tells you how much the man is into the woman. If I see any relationship like that, Charlie, kudos to the guy. And the woman should know that, Charlie, she's found a solid man. So all depends on the man and how much he actually loves the woman. It's a test of faith. If you really do love her, Charlie, then now when they forget it, so what? It's happened. And guess what? It's actually a blessing. A child is a blessing. Regardless of the fact that that be somebody in Peking. It's like a dog. You buy a dog, Charlie, this is, you just bought a puppy. And trust me, the love that will develop just playing with that puppy, seeing it grow, whatnot, it's a blessing on that. So if it was me, God forbid though, but if it was me, I would take it.
You take the child.
Yeah, but I go make the woman, I go stress her small. I go make she know, say, Charlie, yo, you can't take me for a ride like that. You know, and some monitoring go on, CCTV tracking devices. Yeah, but I'll take the child.
I feel like also, like, I mean, not expecting the other person to, like, completely take on all the responsibility. I feel like you need to be more on hands than you would if it was, like, you and your partner's child. Do you understand? Like, you and somebody's actual child. Like, you need to be a little more involved than you would, like, not make it, like, this person's responsibility. So it doesn't feel like...
But I think there'll be a situation where someone will say, okay, the child isn't mine, but right now you are my wife, so that's my son.
Yeah, some people will say that, but I feel like still... It's the best way to approach it. Human beings, we make promises hoping we can, and then the actual execution of it is different. Yeah.
That one may be true. Yeah. I mean, I'm just really thinking about it. Okay,
you
so
say
right now,
I want to because you want to.
You're taking care of the child. Right now, you born your own. You know, so then maybe some favoritism go fit come inside.
Yeah,
but it comes down to your mind.
It comes to mind. It takes an extra effort to know that this child is not your child. And I mean, going into a relationship and having a stepchild is different. You understand?
Jon Snow on that, man.
Because the child is already there. You know that the child is somebody else's, and it's okay. You know what I mean? But when you know that this child that is coming is not your child for true, but you're going to take this on as a father, it takes a toll. It might take a toll on your mind. I'm not saying it takes a toll on your mind, but it might take a toll on your mind. Because I personally, I'd have to really think about that. You understand? For me to know that, okay, I'm going to take on a responsibility that I didn't create for myself. But I'm not saying it's impossible for me to do it. Yeah, because I would. You see me? As you said, as Shandov said, it depends on love. Yeah, but at the end of the day, Charlie,
it's still a very dicey situation.
It's a very dicey situation.
You're going to ask yourself, how's it going to be? Are you going to? Is the other man going to be involved? Is it like, okay, so this is daddy and that is daddy too as well?
No.
You understand? And the man is coming around to come and see the child, or the child is going to spend weekends over there, and that be where the mind
feel
play
someone with your
really
wife, like
you understand what I'm
to your wife, like
okay, but I thought this was a situation where the man wasn't involved, or is he
no?
involved?
The man is not supposed to be involved.
Okay.
I guess from what the scenario that he's saying, but I'm just saying it becomes extra dicey when the actual father is also involved because let's just say okay, so he knows I impregnated her, she's getting married, but I still want to see my child. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, or if you decide after 5 years, listen, I want to see this child anyway. So let me see my child. And this guy is not the father, so I don't know how is he telling me what to do. I'm the father,
I'm trying to see my child.
Yeah. Temperament. What's your temperament? Some people are really chill, or
some people are really chill.
Some people are really chill. Others,
but I mean, it all boils down to trust.
Yeah.
It all boils down to is it that, like a trust issue if someone comes to you and say, hey, I want to test the child for a DNA test at the beginning of time. It's a trust issue.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Think about it. Why?
Why would you go and one day you return that you want to
but you see, I am of the belief, right, that a woman carries a child in her stomach, attached to her. When they come out, you have to cut one card. And so women never have to, think about anything like that. You see me? So they're positive that this child is their child. Saying, the man, you give sperm,
you go.
that's it. That's it. You wait a few days to see if something was fertilized, and then this baby comes, and then it's all yours. You understand? So, I mean, I'd say it's more logic. Is it? She's so suspicious of me. She's like,
more logic to do the test. On that note, then me, I'll say no, because if well, it's a stress because if Charlie, you've been with your woman where you they believe I'm die, and the kiddie will come and when you look at the child, sometimes you can even tell that yo, this is me. I mean, there are times when I'm walking in town right now. I'm walking in town, people see me, they're like, hey, and they'll mention my father's name because I am an exact replica of him. You get it? But then let's just say, well, the suspicion might come in when the boy comes out and Charlie, you know the J you one bit.
There was this situation.
Hold on. Don't tell us it. Don't tell us it. We're going for a break and then we're going to come back. We're going to come back, Zane. We're still talking about trust issues and testing, guys. So don't go anywhere. Zane, join the conversation. #Xcave. We soon come.
Hey Jack, information will react you, and the way information they, that be why you for join me on MX24. See, wherever the topics they, the stories they on social media, we are going to comb through the annals of the internet. We could disintegrate all the topical issues on social media. You see, when it comes to social media, you know you know how we do it, right? So yes, join the conversation because you know what, it is about to go down.
Do you know the top 10 music trends? Have you seen the new music videos everyone is talking about? Do you know how your favorite artist makes their music? I'm moving, but they be bluffing and puffing and they be screaming and yapping, some even feeling and bragging. First thing is, I'm patient. That talented upcoming artist in your area needs the spotlight. Let them be our unsung star. Do you have any questions about music? I'm Jason LA, and I'm a music plug on MX Chart right here on MX24.
We are back with Xcave, guys, and we're still talking about trust and testing, yeah? So guys, let me ask you something. If you ask your partner for the STD test and they say, hell no, I'm not doing it.
Hey.
What would you do?
I don't know why the question is
And they say, me not do that. What do you say? What do you do? What do you react to something like that?
That means the person in question is questionable. Like, why hell no? Like, hell no. Yeah. You wouldn't do it.
Say, baby, me clean. You don't see
clean?
It. You don't see.
When you do the test, the test will show whether you are clean or not. So if you be like, no, I won't know. Oh, okay, be there. Me too. I'm far gone because you know who you are. Maybe you have STDs. Maybe countless of them. You can't even count them. That's why you said no. You won't. So if you won't, bye bye. I'm off.
You're gone.
Gone for good.
So you won't just test it and see if it...
Hey, you want to come and give me everything, Sam? Like everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, go away.
Jaja, come on.
Hell no.
Because you don't trust
no.
yourself.
No. If you say hell no, the words hell no, it's definitely...
All right. Let's not say hell no. He says, nah, baby, I not do that.
No. Okay. Still, why?
I haven't done anything before. You know, I'm clean. I haven't fucked before.
So go and do
I'm
it.
a virgin. I'm a virgin, baby. Why are you bugging me? I'm a virgin.
Do it.
I haven't fucked yet. So why you? You're the one who has been doing stuff. I'm not even pressuring you.
Yeah.
So why are you doing that?
Yeah, still go get tested. The voice is not convincing.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And
All right, some people might think it's a bonding experience to go and test together.
Yeah.
You like that? You make the relationship stronger. Hey, hold on. You guys are not speaking from experience. Hold on. You see, everybody has say, yeah, man, that's true. But nobody has ever gone to do it with their boyfriend before.
But it's true. If you get the courage to do it with your boyfriend, it builds something. Like this time you trust.
It only builds something if you are all clean.
Yes. But if like one, but sometimes you be like, okay, let's treat it. Like
If it's treatable.
Yeah, if it's treatable. Like maybe.
It's treatable.
You can do it.
But if it's not treatable, maybe.
Yeah, one day.
That one day. But yeah, if we are both clean, that one, that one you'll be proud. That's
I
my
can
boyfriend.
imagine some
You see,
makeup
that's my
sex after that, man.
girlfriend.
Yo, we clean, baby. Let's do this.
Let's celebrate.
What is that condom? Get rid of it. Get this out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to DNA, I can understand it being a thing of trust, but STDs is not a thing of
It's
trust.
not a thing of
trust.
Actually,
It doesn't
not
standard
trust.
something.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Not trust.
It's just standard thing.
Yeah.
So all right. Chanda, let me ask you this question. So let's say you go to your baby's mother now, or your wife, or whatever. You say, hey, babes, I'd like to DNA test this child. And she says, hell no. What would you say?
So if she says hell no, I'll go and talk to I have a lot of doctor friends. Let them give me the kits. I know what to do.
Damn, not you
Sleeping.
still
Go do that shit by myself, you know? You don't necessarily, if you claim this is my child. So I have a right to do that mouth swab or whatever it is. I can do that shit private. You don't necessarily even need to inform the person. Do you get what I'm saying? So if she says no, I'll go and find my way to do it. I mean, my child, okay, let's go out. We're going out. I'm going for a walk.
Not
So
you
you're-
stealing DNA.
So
Not
you're with
you
Shanda.
stealing
Technically,
DNA. Not you
You're not stealing it.
Hold on, hold on.
This is your child.
Hold on. Kabuki. So you're with Shanda. And then Shanda secretly steals the DNA. Yeah? And he does it.
And he comes back.
And then you find out that you find the results and you're like, hey, you did the result. You did a DNA test. How would you treat that?
Ooh. Hey. First of all, I need a week away.
I know, right?
Plan.
You know,
Just
I'm
relax.
going to cut his
No,
balls.
not to
Do you know the funny
overreact.
thing?
Not to overreact. You have to get some time for yourself because if you start reacting, well,
I can just imagine, okay,
you
you
have
enter
to
the bedroom and you
relax.
see her holding the sheet with
you now your
the
face.
test results. Before she starts talking, I'm on my knees, baby.
What it is,
You just gotta go down, man.
What's even happening now is that the bags are packed in at the door.
Oh,
so
God.
as you entered, you saw my suitcases were there. I'm very
No, no,
dramatic.
so you have to
I'm very dramatic.
But if an STD was treatable, you would have stayed. You see the standards here. You see the standards here.
And then you'll come and find me in the room holding the sheets.
I'm sure after a while, I mean, the woman, you for relax.
it's
Because
not
you've
that
proved,
easy.
you've rubbed it in his face, man. And look, you can manipulate a man once you have that leverage over him. Like, can you even imagine? Last year, he came and did a test on the baby, and the baby is even his. Shanahu Phoebe, you know? So you have that level of control. So if you're sharp, you have the man wrapped around your finger for a very long time.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Hey,
going
Shanda, what are you doing on
Yeah.
TikTok?
Brothers, I'm so sorry,
No,
man.
but who's
I'm
going to
just
take
saying.
care of the house while I'm gone for that week?
He
though?
will.
Oh, tell it down there, me, I go
You
do
sh-
it.
yeah, and the trip is
I'll give you
paid.
an extra week.
He knows he's at fault, so he will do it, even if it's a month. He will do it.
And he's paying
Good
for the
one.
trip too.
I'm a pay for him, why?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go, Maldives?
Complain. He can't
Hold
complain.
on. Guys, remember, we can't talk over each other. I know it's exciting, and I know you guys are getting into it, but guys, you have to, so
No
people
problem.
can hear us. But yeah, so DNA testing is okay.
I think
STD testing is
it's okay. STD is okay. And I mean, well, depending, like the scenario that you gave, you can look at it from the positive side as a woman and not be offended and know that, okay, I can manipulate the situation in my favor. Don't just dwell on the fact that he doesn't trust me per se. But I think when it comes to DNA, it is something that should be done instantly for avoidance of doubt, one, and also if it's something that is there, it's not going to be like, oh, he doesn't trust me, that's why. No, the doctor said it is mandatory, we have to do it.
Yeah,
It's cool. And those of us who may not be in serious relationships and whatnot, I think it's always good to go and check up once in a while, just go and do that test. You stand to benefit personally. Charlie, you don't know what you have down there.
You don't know
If you
what's
go
going
there,
on down there.
you can treat yourself and you're good.
And a lot of
Yeah.
STDs do not have symptoms.
Yes.
So you really don't know until you
test.
know.
And maybe the time you know it will be late and
I'm not going to do anything. And y'all bad.
then
I don't understand all
You
of this.
leave it like that.
Shit
You
is
be
bad.
like, oh, okay. Right now, I've accepted you like that, so let's move on.
So what's the highest level of STD you accept? I'm just asking it now. You know, like something. Okay, maybe let's say herpes. Yeah, herpes is not something that pops up all the time. See?
Comes, goes.
Yeah, it comes and goes.
Don't even know.
The way my heart is even beating there.
The sound of the... But you see, there are STIs and there are STDs also. That's another thing. So there are differences.
She sounded like a doctor on that.
Yeah.
Could you kindly take us through?
No, thank you.
Tell me, what's your highest level of?
Charlie.
What's your highest level?
Yeah.
Syphilis.
I never
Let me
have
say
syphilis. Syphilis is treatable.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's treatable, but it's not curable.
Hey, really?
Yeah, it's treatable, but not curable.
Wow.
Charlie.
I mean, honestly, it depends on the relationship, and honestly, I hope I never have to.
Since all
I hope this is never beyond the hypothetical for me, because honestly, I do not know. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Charlie, but niggas, you gotta be strapped though. The condom, just keep them in your pocket though. The condom, keep it in your pocket, man. You never know. Your wallet, make sure that condom is there. At least it will prevent a lot of stuff. But even that one cry, regardless of the condom, there are some other STDs that could.
Yeah, because if you decide to use your tongue, if you decide to use your tongue, she decides to use
Yeah, what day?
You see, so
Because you can't be there living with the idea that this person has gonorrhea or I have gonorrhea, like I have syphilis, you have syphilis is not curable. So and right now you don't know how to react towards that.
But you treat it, you take your time. The doctor says take this medication, slow but sure. I'm also taking the medication so we can do it, but you know, just condom day on, you know. Get yourself some Durex foreplay lube. You're okay. You're good to go. You know?
I mean, it depends how much I care about the person. Because if I'm in love with the person, and there are ways we can go around it. I mean, let's see. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. I'm open-minded about it.
So but still you go feel some way.
Yeah, because Charlie, this maybe the syphilis like this. It's not ace or something. You know. You can't do condom. Maybe you are not a condom person, and right now you have to do condom. You get it?
Be serious.
When people say I'm not a condom person, women have big like, what does it mean? I'm not a condom person.
They don't like condoms. They don't like using condoms.
I know people like that. I know people like that. Like.
They don't like condoms. Are you speaking about yourself?
Oh no, not me.
She lied?
No. But I think do women actually have a say when it comes to like condoms? I don't like condoms. So don't wear a condom because I'm thinking like tell once it enters.
I said no, baby.
No, some people chafe and stuff. Some people have to have like some people can't use certain condoms and stuff because it makes them get infections. Yeah, it's a thing. That's why they even have the hypoallergenic and stuff like that.
He didn't like condoms at all back in the day. So he found something called Durex foreplay lube, and you realize that that shit can feel the same, you know, to some extent. You get it? Not the same. That's why I paused. I said to some extent.
All right.
Yeah,
explain
because
the extent.
Extent is well. I think what my friend was telling me was, I mean, depending on the type you're using, you make sure that it's lubricated well enough. The lady too is good. She's like an ocean. Once it's on it, you know, it's like water, so that thing will feel relatively smooth. And then so it will hold it some way to some extent.
But that doesn't prevent any type of.
I'm not talking about prevention. I am talking about. Rawness.
Okay, all right.
And managing the rawness. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got
So
you,
for guys who say media raw, just try and manipulate your way with the lube and condom. You would. It could work. It could work. Coming from my friend's experience, he was like that. No.
I like how he did my friend's
experience. But when he found that
that's
foreplay
education.
He can go and try it.
You can go and try the Durex foreplay.
Education. This is free. Free advice.
Yeah, I feel like the not a condom person, you should really hold that because that's just going to get you in trouble.
That thing
is going to get you in a
lot
of
trouble. Things are real. Charlie.
I know a friend who tell me that if it is that you don't think that you have any disease, that you don't.
But let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question though?
Sure.
Do any of us here know anybody who has HIV?
I do.
Do you know anybody?
I do, but they're very public about it.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, they're very public.
I had a friend who, well, he's dead now, but I never knew. And we had a very close friendship, a man. Till one day, I was going to get some medication for my dogs, and he's like, okay, take this can over there. Then he, thinking I knew what it was like, oh, yeah, don't worry, yes, this, I have HIV. I said, huh? It's like, wait, just like that. I said, hold up, come again. He said, what? Yes, I have HIV. And then it just hit me. I was like, wow. Charlie, bro, you will never, ever, you cannot tell nothing, zero. So, like, based on that knowledge, like, people need to be very, very cautious.
Yeah, people need to be vigilant.
Charlie, condom, they here.
It's like, it's really shocking to me that people like actually see somebody and feel like they can see that they are clean just by how they look. It's like,
packaging so
as in
branding.
Like,
how does that work?
Yeah, it's just branding.
People need to get tested.
You do. Yeah,
people have to be tested.
And I think people really need education on that.
Tell about this HIV thing, where did it come from? Where did it come from?
I always ask this question.
Conspiracy theories say the government.
Yeah. I know the government.
Conspiracy theories say, not me. Conspiracy theories.
But I feel so, because the thing is, you cannot spread HIV by not having sex. Zin? If you decide to abstain, then you cannot have.
You can also get it when you get cut.
Oh, well, true.
Yeah. It's a blood. It's transmitted through blood.
Yeah, but where does it come from? Where does HIV come from? Who did it come from?
Chimpanzee, something.
Yeah, apparently it was
But those days would have been nice. So those days that HIV wasn't really there. Come on, man. That was all about, well, it's limited to STDs.
Yes.
Let me put it that way. And I mean, majority, well, most of them are relatively curable. So I'm just saying, what are old people them enjoy,
Yeah, they enjoy, because at the end of the day, if you think about way back before a condom was invented.
Wow. Those were sweet times.
Do you think people were having AIDS? Maybe that's why they were dying so early. Who knows?
Do you know? They didn't have
actually
tests.
living longer.
They didn't know.
They were living
longer.
Way longer.
Who said that?
Oh, no, true. They were living longer.
Last time somebody was saying this generation likes money too much, and then someone retweeted said, how many generations have you lived in? It makes sense,
Thank
right?
you. That's true.
Yeah, like how
true.
do we know? We don't really know.
We really don't know. I mean, it's stories. It's just stories. They can tell you that Nana Asante she conquered the Ashanti region. We can't discredit it. We can't discredit it.
History there
can be manipulated and what's not.
Whatever you hear, you take it.
All right, so final thoughts on it. So what do you think? Do you think everybody should get tested for the STDs, STI in a relationship?
Yeah. Like when I'm out this studio, Charlie, I'm going to test it because it's really.
You're going to test right now?
Yeah.
Hey!
I really have to. So
Makes
I'll
sense.
do it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm glad that, it's good. I hope other people feel the same way. Because, like I said, whether you test or not, whatever you have. It is what it is. Exactly.
Shanda.
Yeah, so I don't think we should wait till you're in a relationship. Personally, you didn't, this Saturday, you know to do anything. Just walk up to the hospital and tell them, okay, I just want to check for this, that. And yeah, in fact, don't limit yourself to STDs per se. You can just have a wellness check. Total body checkup. And if you're good, you're good. Before you even enter into a relationship. So, in fact, I think a lady might find it more appealing that, she met a guy and it's like, okay, so I just checked, I went for a wellness check and I'm okay, I'm clean, everything is proper. But I think you could go and try it. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a decent way to stay healthy.
All of us are good. And know.
And know.
That is the thing. Knowing is power. Knowing is power. Guys, that's all we have for you today on Xcave, guys. Hey, guys, thank you for coming. Thank you guys for coming. It was nice. It was a nice discussion.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Guys, Come back again. Well, guys, you know how the thing is. You can join in our conversation on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Share your comments. Let us know what you think Zane, use the hashtag Xcave. This is Xcave. My name is Kevboy Burden. Guys, you can follow me at Kevboy on Instagram and Twitter. Guys, I'll see you next time in my cave. Zane, look more.